Right now at noon, the Republican National Convention enters its second day. We are live in Milwaukee with team coverage on what the party is focusing on. Plus, President Biden back on the campaign trail, where he'll be today as he looks to expand affordable housing. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. It is day 2 of the RNC in Milwaukee. This is a live look inside. Today, the theme is Make America Safe Again, focusing on border security and supporting law enforcement. U.S. Senate candidate Eric Hovde is expected to give a speech tonight. He is running against incumbent Senator Tammy Baldwin. While former Trump challenger and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley will be the keynote speaker, she left the race in March and didn't endorse Trump until May.
I put my priorities on a president who's going to have the backs of our allies and hold our enemies to account, who would secure the border, no more excuses.
Haley says while Trump isn't perfect on all issues, he should reach out to her supporters to widen his coalition, something her speech could help accomplish. The former president is said to be reworking his keynote speech for Thursday night to reflect greater unity. Continuing our team coverage of the convention, we are following a couple of big stories this afternoon. Political leaders urging everyone to tone down the rhetoric. And we have new reaction from a prominent Wisconsin Republican on Trump selecting J.D. Vance as his running mate. News 3 Now's Kyrian Lee and Chris Stanford are live in Milwaukee. Good afternoon, guys.
Josh, we spoke with former Wisconsin Governor Tommy Thompson about his take on some key issues here at the convention.
Former governor is a straight shooter. He was the last speaker at this morning's Wisconsin delegate breakfast. He was there along with Congressman Brian Stile, representing the 1st District in Janesville. And there was former presidential candidate and Trump cabinet member Ben Carson, who also spoke today. Then Thompson took the stage, as fiery as ever, energizing the delegates for 15 minutes. Now we've heard several prominent politicians urging everyone to tone down the political rhetoric. This is how former Governor Tommy Thompson ended his passionate speech.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to win. Fight! Fight! Fight!
Where you're mindful of that tone and the rhetoric that you use and the energy that you give.
No, I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that people recognize Wisconsin is important, and if we're going to win the state of Wisconsin, which is on the bubble always, we have to carry Wisconsin. That means we have to fight for every vote.
Thompson's message went over well with the crowd of about 100 delegates, alternates, and guests. They gave him multiple standing ovations.
Yes, and we also spoke with the former governor about his take on Trump's vice president pick, which is Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Thompson says he believes Vance will be a compliment to the ticket. 18 months. Thompson says he thinks he's qualified because his journey involves hard work. In the past, Vance was a fierce critic of the former president during the 2016 campaign. That changed during Trump's term. Vance voted for the former president in 2020 and since then has become a supporter and ally. Thompson says due to this history, he thinks Vance will speak up and be a guiding voice for Trump.
The president wants somebody, that he can depend upon. And he didn't think he could depend upon Pence at the end. And I think, but right or wrong, I think he feels that he wants somebody there that he trusts and knows is going to be with him.
During this morning's breakfast, delegates said that Vance will spend a lot of time here in Wisconsin pushing for those votes.
Yeah, this is all part of day 2 events here at the Republican National Convention. We ask you to join Kyrian and I tomorrow morning to kick off day 3 on News 3 Now this morning. Josh, back to you.
Chris Stanford, Kyrian Lee, live for us in Milwaukee. Guys, thank you. We are also hearing from U.S. Senator Ron Johnson about the tone of Republicans' rhetoric going forward. On Monday, an old draft of the senator's speech was loaded into the teleprompter, which included language calling Democrats' agenda a, quote, clear and present danger. News 4 Now's political reporter Will Keneally spoke with Johnson about what he meant by those comments, what he would have changed, and how the shooting is impacting the political landscape.
I'm not personalizing. I'm saying their policies are destroying this country. I've been saying that forever. But I would have added, right after Welcome to Wisconsin, I would have added, we are meeting at a somber moment in history. That was a true American tragedy, but we so often see in American tragedies, we see the best in Americans. As tragic it is, and I'm hoping that this moment gives us, can be a catalyst for this nation to heal and unify.
Senator Johnson referencing the death of one of the rally goers there. We do know a GoFundMe for that victim and his family has raised more than $1 million. Also calling for more civil rhetoric, protesters. Our crew is capturing part of the march on the RNC. Many had signs addressing the war in Israel, racial injustices, and reproductive rights. Our Maddie Heimsch and Kyle Pazorski spoke with one protester who said Saturday's shooting changed the message he wanted to bring to the streets.
This too shall pass and love is the answer. Having messages and telling the Republicans that everything that they know is wrong, it's not going to move the needle forward in any way. So I put aside all of the really snarky remarks and decided last night on this.
The coalition to march on the RNC doesn't have any set plans for more protests this week, but we could still see less organized protests through Thursday. News 3 Now will be in Milwaukee all week with extensive coverage of the Republican National Convention. We have special guest interviews and more over the 4-day event. Also on channel3000.com, we'll be streaming some of the biggest stories from each day of the convention. The stream starts at 8:30 p.m. heading into CBS national coverage of the event. Happening today, President Biden will speak to the NAACP convention after pausing his campaign following the assassination attempt of former President Trump. Recent CBS polls show Biden trailing in every battleground state, including Nevada, where he arrived last night. Publicly, most members of Congress have stopped doubting Biden's fitness to take on Trump, but in private.
I think that's a project that is still being considered between House leadership, Democratic leadership, and the president and his team, and I don't think there's an answer for it yet.
Today, the president will unveil a new proposal calling for limits on some annual rent increases and an expansion of affordable housing. President Biden will need help from Congress to implement those rent caps. The investigation of the assassination attempt of former President Trump is already pointing to serious flaws in security at the rally. Cell phone video taken Saturday evening shows rally attendees pointing towards Thomas Matthew Crooks and trying to alert police to his presence 2 full minutes before he fired at the former president. The Butler County Sheriff says his department, which was on scene, was not responsible for sweeping the roof where the shooter was perched.
Sheriff's office was not asked to do that, and I don't know whose responsibility that would have been.
Sources tell CBS News the Secret Service didn't clear it either since it was outside the secure perimeter. But a source with direct knowledge of the incident says 3 snipers from local law enforcement were staged within the building just beneath the shooter. They observed Crooks acting suspiciously before the shooting and radioed into command that he was using a rangefinder and had a backpack. By the time help arrived, it was too late. Switching gears now to the forecast, calmer weather over the next few days. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Calm is not something we're used to right now.
Yeah,
Kelly.
I know. Just 3 days in a row of just nonstop. Well, we had the heat, humidity, and then these storms every evening, and that's what we had last night. But here we are, calm right now, and we're going to stay calm for several days to come. It's still a little bit sticky out here. We have a few cumulus clouds looking at our Edgewater sky cam right now, but it will be quiet. We're not expecting any of these storms to fire up. All that's going to be staying down to our south. We have a weak front that's slowly inching away southbound out of the Badger State, so that means we are going to see some improvement as far as this humidity. Still very sticky as you get closer to the Illinois border. That dew point in Janesville at 79, 64 to Madison. It's not at least in the 70s like we saw yesterday. That's because we have a northerly wind that's going to slowly get rid of this humidity, and it will become a little bit more comfortable as the afternoon wears on. It's going to be a slow process, but we'll get there gradually. We're sitting at 81 right now in Madison, 80 in Middleton, so still a warm, kind of sticky afternoon for us, but with that northwest wind, expecting that humidity to drop gradually throughout the week, throughout the afternoon, and that will definitely put us into a cooler weather pattern for the rest of the week. We'll have those numbers for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, we will see you then. Thank you. Still ahead for us on a Tuesday afternoon, Amazon's annual 2-day Prime sale kicks off today. Plus, why wireless company Verizon is facing a lawsuit against several major record labels.
There's nothing we haven't seen and nothing we can't fix. Just recently, a person backed into the garage door like our commercial. Oh, it definitely happens. Here at Precision, we get in, get out the same day, and we'll leave you with a quality repair.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
What? No, these have at least a few hundred years left in them.
I think the kid needs his own. Get 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
The all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattresses are here at Steinhafels. Expertly engineered with the most advanced pressure-relieving material to make aches and pains a thing of the past. Get the new Tempur Adapt for only $52 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhafels cash. There's nothing like a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhafels. Start sleeping better tonight. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
It's their classic rock that brings audiences to their feet. It's Blue Oyster Cult, performing live Saturday, August 31st at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. Over 5 decades of music, thrilling fans everywhere. It's Blue Oyster Cult, August 31st at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
I was raised by my wonderful grandparents who took care of me when my mother was struggling with addiction. Later, when Nana got frail, I was privileged to help take care of her. I believe it's our duty to honor our elders. So I've worked hard in the Senate to protect Medicare and nursing home care from those who've tried relentlessly to cut benefits. The least we can do is help those who've helped us. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
What's up? You need some windows?
Howdy. Oh, you need windows, yes you do.
Hey folks, you call the experts? Increase your curb appeal and save big this summer with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Free installation ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Amazon's annual 2-day Prime Day sale kicks off today with deals on electronics, home goods, and thousands of other products. Data firm Adobe Analytics predicts shoppers will likely spend a record $14 billion this year during Amazon's 10th Prime Day event. In recent years, other major retailers like Best Buy, Walmart, and Target have also offered Black Friday-like sales events in July to compete with Amazon. Several major record labels have brought a $2.6 billion lawsuit against Verizon, accusing the wireless company of failing to stop users who repeatedly downloaded pirated content illegally. The case was filed in New York District Court last week by Universal, Sony, Warner, and others who say the illegal downloads violated their copyrights. And Krispy Kreme is getting ready for the Summer Olympics in Paris later this month with 3 new donuts that honor iconic French desserts. The Passport to Paris collection features new creme brulee, double chocolate eclair, and raspberry and vanilla cream donut flavors. Customers can wash those down with a limited-time creme brulee latte served hot or cold. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Here's your stock report at the noon hour. The Dow is up 614 points, NASDAQ down 38, and the S&P 500 up 17. Our call for action volunteers are in the building this afternoon, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. We have today's egg prices up next, along with the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, Susan and Brady continue our live coverage of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
80% of senior falls happen in the bathroom due to tripping over the tub. Make your home safe with a quick call to Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Get your tub converted within hours to walk through instead of stepping over. Low thresholds and strategically placed grab bars mean our showers offer stability and reduce the risk of slips and falls. Don't call a 1-800 number and pay too much. Call Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Get a safe bathroom at a fraction of the cost of a full bathroom remodel. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. A safe home is a happy home.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
From Girls 5 Ever, we've got Sarah Bareilles, Busy Phillips, Paula Pell, and Renee Elise Goldsberry. I love y'all so much. Plus, Arthur the Kings, Natalie Emanuel, on the Jennifer Hudson Show.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. News 3 Now this morning is live all week long from the Republican National Convention. Get a recap of the previous day's events at the RNC, plus a look at what's ahead. We'll provide a unique local perspective, including interviews and analysis. Join us on the next News 3 Now this morning. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back. No Midwest Farm Report with Pam Bianchi today. She'll return Friday following our RNC coverage. Here are your farm numbers. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First, for meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. It is still a little bit sticky out here on the noon hour, but we're going to gradually see this humidity come down. And the good news is we finally have a long duration lack of rain expected. Right now, the system that brought us the storms yesterday evening has some big storms. I'll show you some of these storm reports coming shortly, but you see that's down to the south. So we got a northerly flow. It's a slow process to get that drier air in this time of the year, this time of July, because there's not a lot of cool air up to the north in Canada, but eventually it'll get here, and all that storminess will stay south of that front, mainly in the Ohio Valley for today. And we could really use a break as far as the rainfall that we've had. Now for the month, we've had over 7.5 inches of rain. Typically, we've only should see about 2 1/3 inches at this point of July. And for the year, we're over 11 inches above average at over 32 inches so far. So we are expecting some sun throughout the week, and that's good news. It'll help dry us out, help the farmers. I know the fields have been just soaked. We'll be turning cooler as well. It looks like already beginning tonight and tomorrow. That'll continue throughout the week, right through Friday. And really, you have to go until next Tuesday before we have another chance of some rain. So we've got about a week's time of lack of rain. Here are the storm reports across all of southern Wisconsin into northern Illinois. Most of these fell south of Madison as you get down toward Janesville and Monroe. In fact, one of the highest wind gusts we did get was 84 miles per hour. This was actually recorded near Footville. And then we also had some hail, 1.5 inch diameter size hail in Belleville. That was one of the larger reports of some of the hail that fell yesterday. And the heaviest rain did stay south of Madison yesterday. We were kind of on the northern fringe, but some of those locations picking up 2.5 inches of rain near Janesville, over toward Monroe, Darlington, then over toward Platteville. That's where that heavier band of rain set up, while north of Madison really didn't see much, and all of us are likely to be seeing some dry weather for now. Yeah, I know we don't like to see this. This was near Barneveld. This is hard to tell what this is. It's a scud cloud is what we call them. They look very ominous, but since it's a still photo, I can't tell if it's rotating, can't tell if that's a funnel cloud or not. Either way, some scary looking skies yesterday, but also after the rain was done with and the sun was coming back out. Thanks, Brandon, for sending this in. This was in Westport. Beautiful shot of a rainbow. All right, we'll look at partly cloudy skies this afternoon as temperatures stay in the lower 80s. And as we get into the evening now, as you'll notice that humidity really starts to drop, and that will allow those temperatures to drop. Here we're at 11 o'clock, likely to be dropping below 70, and we'll probably be closer to 60 tomorrow morning. So if you want to open up the windows, let in some of that fresh air. We got the dip in the jet stream allowing for some of that cooler Canadian air to be with us. That'll be with us throughout the week. We'll gradually turn warmer this weekend, but we should be seasonable with temperatures in the lower 80s for Saturday and Sunday. No big storms headed our way anytime soon. So we'll be below average starting tomorrow, 76 on Thursday. We'll be in the lower 80s this weekend. Still not too humid. We will start to see that humidity increase by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Along with that, we'll ramp up that chance of showers and storms by then.
Those nighttime lows are going to feel good.
Yeah, keep those windows open, give that AC a little bit of a break.
There we go. Kelly, thank you. The Paris Olympics are less than 2 weeks away, and the city is putting final touches on venues in the heart of the city. But concerns remain regarding one venue and whether it will be clean enough for swimmers to compete in. Lee Canary has that story.
10 days to the Olympics. Venues are just about ready. The torch has traveled up the tower, and athletes are arriving. Paris is pulling out all the stops. And after a slippery start, French authorities say the Seine River is clean enough for now for events planned in the water.
If this is the results they're getting, that's great. I hope nobody gets any skin disease during the Olympics. I'm sorry to say that.
Last month, tests revealed dangerous levels of E. coli bacteria, indicating fecal matter in the river. The Seine is in the heart of Paris and set to host the triathlon and open water swimming events, as well as the Olympic ceremony, a first outside of a stadium. French authorities have spent $1.5 billion to make it safe.
Personally, I wouldn't, but if the scientists say it's okay, well, why not?
And for safety outside of the water, a military camp has been erected in the city, the biggest since World War II. It will house 4,500 soldiers who the military says can reach any of the Olympic venues within 30 minutes. A trip to Paris was already on many bucket lists, but the added attraction of an Olympic Games makes it record-breaking. 8.6 million tickets have been sold for these Olympics. Organizers say that's more than any previous Games in history. Lee Canary, CBS News, London.
The last record holder for most tickets sold to an Olympic Games was Atlanta in 1996. Now let's see what Howard is working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
With a casserole this satisfying, it's a good thing today is Taco Tuesday. And it's tasty enough to serve any day of the week.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save big Monday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. All natural chicken breast, just $3.88. Driscoll strawberries, just $2.44 a pound when you buy a 2-pound pack. And Hy-Vee yogurt, 3 for just $1. Monday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Get an 11% rebate on Menards' selection of automotive products. Good maintenance equals longer vehicle life. And Menards carries automotive accessories and maintenance products from the most trusted brands to help keep your vehicle on the road. Diesel exhaust fluid helps reduce emissions created from diesel engines. A 2.5-gallon jug of diesel exhaust fluid is $7.49 after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Choosing to celebrate the special moments. For those recovering from stroke, injury, or illness, choosing Encompass Health for inpatient rehabilitation may just be their most important choice.
It's time for the grooviest event of the summer. You'll be feeling good at the Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 1st through the 11th.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Save big Monday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Lay's, Kettle Cooked, Rolled Gold, or Munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 2. Jack's Pizza, $2.98. And buy 2, get 1 free on Coke or Topo Chico Sabores. Monday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
The last couple of years, it seems like everyone's into teaming days of the week with certain foods. You know, meatless Mondays, fish Fridays, and on and on. And I've never been a big fan of this concept since I've always felt you can eat whatever you want, whenever you want. But today, I'm giving in with a taco casserole that you can serve on Taco Tuesdays or really any day. We start by sauteing some ground beef with a chopped onion until the beef is browned. After it's drained, we add in some garlic powder, taco seasoning mix, and a can of tomato sauce. We give this a good stir and set it aside while we mix together some sour cream and a good amount of cottage cheese. Yes, I said cottage cheese. Now we build this, sort of like a lasagna, starting with a layer of crushed tortilla chips. Then we spoon on some of the meat sauce, followed by half of the sour cream mixture, and we top it with shredded Colby Jack. We'll layer everything one more time, and into the oven it goes. When it's heated through and the cheese is melty delicious, get ready for an all-in-one casserole that is bursting with goodness, layer after layer. The recipe for our taco casserole is online now and is ready for Taco Tuesday, or any day you crave something fill you up delicious. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a weeknight easy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Kelly now with a final look at your first warn weather.
Yeah, we still have a little bit of humidity out there, but that will be coming down gradually as we go through the afternoon, and you'll definitely notice that by this evening as we have a northerly wind. Still really humid to the south and east of Madison. That dew point at 77 in Janesville. That's oppressive humidity. We're at 64. Still humid here, but not the 70s like we saw yesterday. Do have a north wind that will usher in some drier air as we go through overnight tonight. Down to we'll be down to 60 by tomorrow morning. 76 for highs for Wednesday and Thursday. Nice nights. Afternoon highs in the upper 70s. We'll be in the low 80s this weekend. Next chance to rain Tuesday.
All right, Kelly. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. More coverage starting at 4.